got room up here if you need it. These three are not taken.
Front seats up there.
Front seats.
I choose these to block the view of everyone else behind me. Do it.
Give you early practice for the concerts, sports games. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Christmas Eve service. Tonight we acknowledge the dark of winter and welcome the coming of light through words, song, and reflections. We are invited to breathe in this moment, embrace the dark, and kindle our flames together once more. Our opening words today are by Mandy McGlynn. Everything is about to change, and it already has. It will be, it was, it is. The dawn you eagerly await to end the long, cold darkness is already full sun, far off in the east. Yet even after light's return, spring is months away. 30 long years pass after his birth, before the Messiah comes. Stones of justice have been tossed in the lake, but their ripples have not yet arrived, have not resolved into the kingdom already present among us. While we wait, let us seek in the darkness of the now and not yet, for the treasures God has hidden there, the riches of the secret places only found by night. This is what is promised us. The wheel of life turns ever on, and darkness is a path to joy. Please rise in body or spirit as we sing hymn number 246, A Little Town of Bethlehem. Our chalice lighting words are by Jakaran Alaya. We light this chalice here in the darkness of winter as we wait. This temporary space is one filled with prayers to be answered, love to be given and received, miracles to be witnessed. May this light guide us until the light of the sun returns again.
In a high school English class, I learned that every story has to have characters, plot, conflict, climax, resolution. And I remember being upset that conflict was deemed so integral. Surely there can be good stories without conflict. Only later did I realize that every story has to have conflict, has to have struggle, because every life has conflict, has struggle. Life begins with the pain of birth. At the end of our lives, we go through. There are countless conflicts we find our ways through. There are times in life when we find ourselves in the dirt, bereft and undone by circumstance or other people. We lie in the quiet darkness, wondering how to go on, alone, empty. And we can only lie there for so long before we slowly get to our knees, then to our feet, and keep going. So of course, when we create stories to inspire, to teach, or to heal us, there must be trying times and people within those stories. Our myths and legends and the religious foundations upon which so much of humanity builds our lives must remind us that we can weather life's difficulties and find a new way. Our stories must tell us that even when we are beaten, we can carve out a path, just as Joseph and Mary carved a path through the desert to register for the census. They set out, two people like so many others, betrothed. They traveled for days by foot and probably by donkey. Two people plodding through the desert, guided by stars, without light except the occasional campfire. A darkness more complete than any we can probably imagine. And finally, when Mary's labor pain begins, the census means there are countless people on the road. So of course there's no room at the inn, at any inn. They're all full of people making similar journeys. The only shelter they can find for her to deliver her son is a stable. The Son of God is born of all places in a barn, among the most common animals. His first bed is not in a lavish palace with silk sheets, but a manger, a hay trough, with cattle lowing, mice skittering through the straw. A Savior is born in a barn. Light comes even in the darkest night. The spark of the divine leaps to life once more. I invite you to join me in hymn number 231. Please rise in body or in spirit.
Oh
This reading is Winter Meditation by Tess Baumberger. Something has changed in me this winter. In the past, I focused on how long winter is, how miserable I find it, and how it seems so interminable. This winter, I find myself thinking instead that every day, every hour, every minute brings us just that much closer to spring. We all experience wintry times when things seem harsh and frozen or muffled by layered shrouds of snow. It is helpful to remember that each day that dawns bleakly, each night that wraps its cold cloak around our hearts, brings us closer to that time of warm and vibrant sun. It is perhaps helpful to consider that turning toward spring is an active thing. The earth, which seems so stable, in fact flies quickly through space, on its path that tilts us ever towards the source. So too, each memory we lay to rest, each truth in ourselves that we encounter and accept, each wrong act that we forgive, ushers us on towards our renewal.
When days are short and nights long, in our longing for the sun, we can forget the power inherent in this time of the moon. Jewish scholar and mystic Hadar Cohen writes, "With long moon nights, we sleep more and hence dream more as well." The diminishment of the sun necessarily means we have more hours of the moon's bright glow, more hours of deep dark in which to luxuriate. I invite you to allow yourself to rest in the moonlight. Let us take the opportunity to rest in the darkness. We rest in this time when one year draws to a close and another has yet to begin. We rest in this in-between time when things slow and time almost stands still. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, feel how the moment expands. Feel how your belly expands as you inhale. Feel, even as you exhale, that the moment remains expanded, remains spacious. As you breathe, try to picture the darkness of a desert night long ago. Picture only the glow of stars and moonlight. Mary and Joseph's stars are our stars. Their moon is our moon. Their anxiety about a new baby is the same as every parent's anxiety for as long as there have been people. Their hopes are our hopes, their fears our fears. In the Gospel of Luke, we read that when the angel Gabriel visited Mary to tell her that she would bear the Christ child, she was much perplexed. Reasonably so, given that Gabriel called her favored one and told her that God was with her. Yet, perplexed though she was, just 10 tiny little verses later, Mary has accepted her unavoidable call to be the literal mother of God. I don't know about you, but I think most of us would take significantly more convincing than Mary seems to. But her faith is total. Her devotion unerring. The only question she asks is how she can be pregnant, much less the mother of God, when she's a virgin. Mary might have raged at the angel or cursed God, but she didn't. She knew deep within her that this was a done deal. So screaming at the angel or at God wouldn't have changed a thing. She knew that this was her burden to bear and her joy to carry. What might each of us need to work? Might mean, as Tess Bomberger says, we will usher us on towards our renewal. Is someone in our lives in need of forgiveness that we might move closer to renewal? What sins against ourselves or another might we forgive ourselves for as we dwell in the darkness, as we breathe in the darkness? In the darkness, let us allow ourselves to be renewed by timeless, age-old stories, by forgiveness of self and other, and by the dreams that come when we rest not from sheer exhaustion, but because we have the time to do so. Our offertory this evening will go to the Ministerial Discretionary Fund to help those in our community. We invite you to donate by placing cash or checks in the offering basket. And if you're writing a check, please write plate in the memo line. You can also go to our website, uuchnc.org, and click the donate button, or scan the QR code on your order of service. And we thank you for your generosity.
Go and tell it on the mountain. Go and tell it on the mountain. Go and tell it on the mountain. Over the hills and everywhere. Now go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. And tell it on the mountain. Go and tell it on the mountain. Go. Tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Now go. Tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. The shepherds kept their watching, o'er silent flocks by night. Behold, throughout the heavens there shone a holy light. Don't you know it's time to go? Tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Now go. Tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. The shepherds feared and trembled when lo above the earth rang out the angel chorus that hailed our Savior's birth. Don't you know it's time to go? And tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Now go. Tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Down in the lowly manger, the humble Christ was born. And God sends us salvation, that blessed Christmas morn. Don't you know it's time to go? Tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Now go. Tell it on the mountain
Please join me in our prayer of collective gratitude in your order of service. For the love that surrounds us every morning, for the friends beside us, and for the generous gifts just received, let us be truly grateful.
This reading is by Rebecca Ann Parker. You have to know your body as the home of God, and this is the purpose of Christmas. The rose blossoming in the wilderness is the unfolding of your pleasure as the fingers peel in orange and sweetness buds in the mouth. The bright star in the night sky is the sudden clarity of your instinct for joy. The birth cry in the night is your child falling into the dark and your arms holding her. The terror of Herod's murderous intent is your rage that would prefer death to change. The singing angel is your voice at church, not sure of the tune, but certain for a moment that there is glory. The animals breathing their warm breath in the fragile stable are your emotions kneeling into the body of earth at ease in the presence of God. Mary is you, God in your body. Joseph is you, sheltering God in the world. This is the key to the mystery. The Word became flesh. We are the dwelling place.
Jesus is God incarnate, the Word made flesh. He is the aspect of the holy that humans experienced during his earthly life and theirs. Yet this night, in a manger in Bethlehem, Jesus is, as we all are, just an infant, a helpless baby who cannot fend for himself in any way or do anything for himself or anyone else. We are the dwelling place. Rebecca Parker tells us our bodies are the home of God, the home of the sacred. We are where the holy, that life force that drives everything, that ineffable power animating all existence, we are where that makes itself known and where it knows itself. We are, each of us, a miracle, the incredibly unlikely result of countless events that had to line up just as they did to create you as you. Had even one thing happened differently, we wouldn't be here together. We wouldn't be at all. And that is the miracle. Despite the world's turmoil in Jesus' time as well as our own, we continue to look at the night sky with wonder. We deliver babies and we marvel at them as Mary and Joseph marvel at Jesus. We give thanks that our own childlike wonder is kindled anew in the glow of candles and community. We are the dwelling place of the holy, of hope, of love. Let us sing for joy that this is true, now and forevermore. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit and join me in hymn number 245, Joy to the World.
Sing
to achieving peace through education and practical support of grassroots peace initiatives. Its aim is to inspire people everywhere that the individual plays a crucial role in creating peace at every level. The World Peace Flame has burned since July 1999, when 7 flames, lit by eminent peacemakers on 5 continents, were flown to the United Kingdom. The World Peace Flame Monument is in Wales, and our UUCH Peace Candle was lit from it and given to us. We relight it every Christmas Eve, uniting us in peace.
As we sing Silent Night, let us consider the gifts of ritual, of tradition, and of song. We will light our individual candles from our peace candle, and I'll ask you to share it with the person beside you. Just as we spread goodwill from one person to another, so too will we share our lights. We will stay seated for this one. Before we extinguish our flames, let us take just a moment to sit in their glow, to take in each other's faces, to be grateful for this time together. Our benediction is by Renee Rahutsky. The Spirit of the Holy dwells in each of us. The spark of love dwells in each of us. May the flames in our hands remind us that eternal love dwells in our hearts. May the flames in our hands remind us that the Spirit of life dwells among us as we gather as a faith community. May the flames in our hands remind us that the arc of the universe needs our embodied love and faith to bend toward justice. May it be so. Blessed be. Amen. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.